Okay, so I wanted to show you here how we go about it's not a popular slate on FanDuel and how to do this, because the all-day slate does add one more game, as you might see here, all day, 12:35 start time. It's just a few minutes away, but I might be able to log into a slate here. So basically, we got the 12:35, 10 games. It adds a game, that's not on. If you've done your research for the early as well as the main, then both slates, you can add together and obviously do it. But it's all high risk, all day, 10 games. So let's see if we can get, based on the research I've already done, so I usually do every day, to come up with a lineup. And here's a suggested lineup the system generated right away on Draft Dashboard to get this as well, to analyze matchups and so forth. Look at all these different factors. There's a lot of information in here. Just to briefly overview, such as finding sleepers, so good values, stud plays, top overall players today. You can browse teams. We can watch your player, create perfect lineups, and this lineup optimizer that we're on right now, as I'm getting updates from the FanDuel site regarding players, lineups and so forth. So right now, this lineup looks like it's got, of course, all players that I've watched and set to hit this lineup today. That's likely. However, there's also the strong possibility that one of these players won't end up starting. But, however, for Valencia, if we want to check to see if he's, let's see right now, if he's starting or not. Let's see. Valencia. So, okay, here we go. Pena starting at catcher for Baltimore. And interestingly, Yadier Molina out of the lineup. So we got to check some things real quick. Let's go ahead and do that right now. Let's just go over straight to FanDuel, see what's going on, make sure our lineups are good, since I'm doing this real time. And this early lineup here. So this is my actual lineup, and that's looking good. So that update I got was not related to this particular player. I thought it was shortstop. That was a catcher, I believe, for. So as you're just going through and checking these things, the FanDuel Scout Hub should do that, of course. Molina's the catcher, right? So just confirming. But anyways, you can go to an all-day slate, see if you can still get in one, if that's possible here. And just like I said, all day, join the early and the late slate up, so you can get going on something good, possibly. How to do this? Let's say it's not anything good or available right now. Sometimes you can get a 50-50 available just to try it out. So then, how much time is left? 22 seconds. So we're not going to make it. So anyways, this projection model, though, would probably help you to analyze everything you need to do lineup-wise for the best targets in your DFS matchups. And so, obviously, this work is already done for you. It's combined these players here, as long as they were potentially starting, you could plug and play them in as you go ahead and try to get these lineups set. But I'd like to see, out of curiosity, what the other game was, as I'm not sure on the all-day slate here. Let's see, the 10 games as another matchup I'm looking for here that I didn't see on there was the Chicago Cubs in Philadelphia. And as I can see, this is what it's based on as far as picking and choosing these, targeted players, was the platoon splits. So if I was going to take somebody for Philadelphia, the Phillies, possibly based on the OPS that Tyler Chatwood has had in the past 3-year average combined, and try to always consider, if you can find out his recent OPS for this year to compare, but see if anything's going down or up as far as his stock. But the lefties do better than the righties and switch hitters. So we could look for lefties, for some Philadelphia Philly lefties to insert as probably some one-ups in that particular slate. And then for Oakland, let's just see who the pitcher was. I'm not seeing him here for some reason. Let's check something else. Oakland, over here to Roto Grinders. That's Paul Blackburn. So for some reason the name's not coming up here. Let's see if we can find out about him. Transfer to 60-day DL. So maybe there's a question about, it appears, who's really starting for the A's today. Maybe this will tell us here. Of course, confirm. Oh, that's on the wrong slate. So looks like that's on a later slate, such as one of these pinch hits, just to find out who that pitcher was going to be for Oakland. Blackburn on a DL. Looks like he's still... so this is one of those situations. Let's see. Forum will be activated from the disabled list to start Thursday's series opener. So it's, scheduled to start. So as a possibly hurt pitcher, it's not recommended to go after, obviously, to start him, but rather you could take some Kansas City bats and look at starting them. So, just giving you an example there of another scenario while I was here to show you guys how to work it out. For some best lineups and to create for yourselves, players out there, so you can get some player cash in your pockets. So that's what we seek to do here, and continue to get you some more daily updates, just various aspects of the DFS model that we use in this draft dashboard. Take care.